Welcome back to Popes and Pylons. Let's play some more Europa Universalis IV as Moravia. And we have not only grown a bit, but also got ourselves a personal union over Sweden over here, who look insanely big. They're not as strong as we are, not even remotely. Most of this land is pretty terrible. But we have that personal union, and they're not the weakest at all. And Sweden is known for having very strong troops late game, so that's kind of useful. And we got in a sort of lucky succession war over Sweden with England at some point, and then took them. We've also managed to take our first province from Austria, Wien here, so we only need Ostmark from Austria now for the Great Moravia achievement that we're doing. And we still need all of these provinces from Hungary, and we still need Krakow and Novi Sachs from the Commonwealth. At the moment we're not going to be able to take anybody's provinces because we have quite a bit of aggressive expansion around us. Austria doesn't like us, Pomerania doesn't like us, Wittenberg, so Saxony doesn't like us, Turing doesn't like us, Mainz that is, the Palatinate doesn't like us, and yeah, that's also Austria. That's about it. I mean, other people also have, but these are the ones that have over 50. So they could call coalition against us unless they had truce, and we've managed to get some truces here. Until, well, 38, 33, 83, 81, stuff like that. So we're okay. We're not going to be the target of a collision, but we do need to take it a bit more slowly here. I think we are at our force limit, is that true? No, it's not true, so we can build some more forces. We don't have any manpower right now, so we're not going to go to war immediately. I think it's fine to stay below this for a bit. Now, what are we doing? Let's just unpause for a while, check our missions. Rival of our rival, yes, that is the Ottomans. Let's go and improve with you. Wouldn't mind allying you at some point. And maybe we're getting to the level of power where they actually think us worthwhile of being an ally. We have tons of money, but if I remember correctly, and it's been a couple of days since I last recorded this, I had to record some Stellaris in between. We don't really have insanely good buildings to build. Oh, this is a pretty good building. We did some development in Resno apparently. I guess since I have so much money, I might as well build this manufactory in Lhov for more money. Build some temples at pretty bad rates and some workshops. That's actually a good workshop. And what else? Marketplace. No, I can actually. Oh, I can build shipyards in Swedish land, but not in my own land. Of course, since we're still landlocked. Could build one more regimental camp, but that doesn't really seem worth any good barracks. Yes. So let's build those. And I can build the better forts. And I may want to do that before I do a big war somewhere. But right now it's not particularly relevant. Any good states to make? Not insanely good states, so that's alright. Rebels are not a thing. What about our estates? Let's just go through all the motions here. We do want to milk the burghers, I think, even though we're close to being capped on military power, diplomatic power. There's always something to do with it, right? And we can just develop or grab some mercantilism. No need to just let them have their power if I can have it. What was I going to check? Burghers, yes. We have 813, so we can take their Diplo. Thing is, if we do want to develop, and we probably do with the Diplo power, we want to do that first. Because right now we get a negative 7.5 development cost, which is great. So let's just check some development. I don't know, it seems that's all I'm doing at the moment. Cheapest, Frankfurt is pretty cheap, and it's a pretty good place to have Diplo power in. Was this in the right trade node? No, it's in a trade node we're not currently really using, so Diplo would be a bit wasted. Ingolstadt, what about you? This is Ingolstadt here, it is in the Wien trade node, which is okay for us. We're transferring from there, so that's a fine place to do it. They have a bad trade good though. Landshut may be better here. Yeah, let's go Landshut. And we do have encouraged development on here anyway, so let's just dump some Diplo power on that. And is that enough of a dumping? Do I want to dump some more? I think I want to dump a tiny bit more somewhere. Not Frankfurt, so let's just put it in Ingolstadt like this. And where are you, Werkperk? Well, they have tons of autonomy, which I don't like. Bamberg, maybe? Bamberg, your cost is not reduced by the eventy thingy, by the edict, I mean. You are somewhere around here, right? Bamberg, here. Are you in the right trade node? You're not. So you're not getting it. Forget about that, Bamberg. Anything else? Minichov, where are you? That's bad trade good though. What about this iron here in Ratibor maybe? They are highlands, but otherwise it's fine. I can just turn on the edict to counteract the highlands cost a bit. Where is it? Encourage development. And then go... What is it? Ratibor? Yes. Put some Diplo in here. And I'm spending more Diplo than I necessarily need to right now because I foresee... Oh, damn it, it was in the wrong trade node too. Oh, well. I do foresee us going over cap again before we take tech, especially if we make the burgers now. So I would rather have the development done right now than do it later without the buff from the burgers. Okay, so how do we get you happy? You lose a buff in 83, so that's quite a while away. You need 20 influence. I could give you 15 with the minister, and I could give you 10 with this. 15 and 10 would be 25, that would put you over 80, which is annoying. Could I give you a nice piece of land, maybe? Burgers. If I gave you something tradey looking. If I gave you Resno, which is pretty strong province, so giving that to the burgers is a bit annoying, but otherwise it's okay. We get 7 influence from that, and that with a 15 should be enough to do it. Okay. But we could use a smaller one because we're hitting the cap anyway. So Resno is an option. What about Lipko over here? Lipsko gets us to 60, and then we get 15 on that, and then we're done. Yep, let's do this. Burgers, grab that. Burgers, give me a minister, and then give me that Diplo support. Could ask for money, but it's not really worth it at the moment. We don't need the money, and it's just gonna cause some sort of problem at some point. Admin, I want to do a similar thing. I want to get you to plus 20. And I can just do that by hitting these 2 buttons. So let's do that. And demand your admin support. Thank you. Cannot unfortunately make the nobles happy, but that's the cost of doing business here. Some unpausing. Every minute we spend unpaused reduces our aggressive expansion, which is nice. Cossack aggression. These guys must be brought to justice. And we gain 5 prestige. Still have the improved relations guy running here. That's pretty good. Are we doing an idea group? Military maybe? Feel like we are. Yes, we are. Okay. Are we focused on military? We are. Good. But we are spending on a policy, I believe. And I think I can turn that off now or soon at least. When is it? October. Okay. We do want to turn up the speed to 5. We do want to turn off the policy. We can always turn it back on at war. And we don't want to pay it at peace. Or during small wars where we don't need the infantry compatibility. So, this is all looking good. Our vassal Alsace has a couple of troops sitting here in this place. Is that Nuremberg? Looks like it used to be Nuremberg. I can't... There it is, Nuremberg, yeah. Nuremberg, as it's called now. We can request guidance from... From whom? Well, at least we're temporarily insane. We lose prestige and ducats every time. We either gain army and navy tradition or admin power. Since we're so close to cap, I think I'm going to take the tradition here. It's not a lot, but yeah. Maybe I should have just taken the power and used it on development or something. Oh well. And we got a next idea thing happening here. And we're once again in that area where the ideas are pretty terrible, but not as terrible as they were in quality ideas. Siege ability is very nice, I want that. And then discipline and recovering morale speed, but the discipline and the siege are going to be nice. Sweden likes us now, good. Diplomat, you could either be making claims or you could be improving with outraged countries. What claims would we want? We're still not at the point where we want the war on Poland, I don't think. I think we do Austria-Hungary first and then deal with Poland. Although, I seem to remember that we no longer have an alliance to Poland. We do not. We're actually, they are our rival. Okay. So maybe we do want claims on them. If I haven't done that yet, I have done that. I have all the claims I need on Poland, so never mind. As I said, it's been a couple of days. So we have those claims. We have the claim on Ostmark that we want. We could always use more claims on Hungary, though. So let's spy on Austria, their overlord. If I could find it. There we go. Bit me that spy network. And we could definitely use a new alliance now that we have neither Austria-Hungary nor the Commonwealth anymore. But these people are all pretty terrible. Muscovy is pretty close. It's interesting. Could see that. The Ottomans are still pretty far away. Why? They still don't like my army strength or my navy strength, obviously. And they have too many relations. It's gonna be difficult. We might be able to do it if they drop the relations and we buff up our troops. But otherwise, yeah, we lost the claim on Saxony. Should probably also rebuild that at some point. Noble rebels. What? Oh, that must be Swedish noble rebels. You can handle that, Mr. Sweden. You don't need me to deal with that at all. I was saying, we had no rebels showing up here, and suddenly they rise up. Do they show up in here? I think they show up in this list. Yeah, they do. Independence for Gotland. Gotland is going to be annoying if they actually have rebels rising up, because you have to ferry over there. Otherwise, it's fine. Yeah, Sweden's gonna deal with this easily. Do run into forest, but yep, gone. The noble rebels. 4th rank great power. Oh, speaking of, Muscovy is 8th rank great power, so they're about as strong right now as, well, they have less development actually. A lot less development than the Commonwealth. Well, similar-ish. It's not the worst. If we could ally them, that would be kind of okay. They had war against Austria. Oh, the Protestant League War fired, and I did not get a pop-up about that. That seems like something you would want to tell me about, game. Maybe I just clicked through it. I do have a tendency to just click through pop-ups. Protestant League War, very interesting. This should light the world on fire. Yep. Everybody against everybody except me. I'm just gonna sit here and watch. How did it fire? Defender against Münster. So it's Münster who started the war of the Protestant League. Interesting. Oh well, let's see how that shakes out. Meanwhile, we're just gonna drop our aggressive expansion and maybe get the chance to use the fallout from this war to do something cool here. Maybe that we are in a bad position right now because of all the aggressive expansion. And the war will be done too early, in which case we might not be able to use it. Still could see allying Muscovy though, if they don't get murdered in this war, but right now it looks like they're doing the murdering. Nice, nice. Please continue murdering those Poles. Come back from the Ottoman. Yes, come back from the Ottoman. Check our quests. I would like to protect our brethren in Poznan. Not that I need Poznan, but the war on Commonwealth would be nice. Let's drop the policy. I almost wasted a year here. Manpower recovering, not gonna happen. And Protestant zealous in the Commonwealth. Yeah, I told you, Mr. Commonwealth, that you should accept Protestantism in your heart, but no. I'm losing the subjugation casus belli on Elsass, but they are already my vassal. Trade League disbanded. Lübeck left. Did Lübeck die? Are you dead, Lübeck? You are. You have been eaten by the Danes. How's that war looking, Austria? You're winning, you say. Even though France is on the other side and France is being beaten up here, yeah. May have the wrong guys winning in this war, which would be very unfortunate. Especially if we can't jump in and use it to our own good. We still have a truce for a long time with Austria, right? Feel like we do. 83, that's 8 more years. That's a long, long time. We don't have a truce with Poland, so we could always declare this war. See how that would look. Right now they will be defended by a lot of people. Liège, Papal State, Genoa, Switzerland, England. Not the worst of people. Papal State is sort of powerful. England is of course powerful, but they're going to take forever to get the troops here. Papal State, Genoa and Switzerland, and Liège, not really very insane. But I do hope that this Protestant League war is going to do more than just a crushing of France. Not that I don't like France being crushed. I did want to renew my claims on Saxony, I think. Do I? Or am I above these small expansions right now? Ooh. Am I above small expansions? I do want to take this place here. What is it? Oberpfalz? Yeah, I do want it. But it's gonna give us aggressive expansion once again. It's a 15 development province with iron. It is in a state of ours. Not that I know which one. Is it Lower Bavaria? Yes. Which is already a good state. And would be super easy to take. But this. I mean, Austria's truce locked forever, and then we probably want another war anyway. Mainz doesn't matter. Pomerania is also truce locked forever, right? 81. Not that forever, but pretty much forever. Could be okay. It could be okay to just eat the Palatinate here. Which side are you on in the war? Oh, you're not actually in the war. Interesting. If I were to just eat the Palatinate, what's the point of it, really? One less minor to annoy me, to join coalitions. That's cool. They are Catholic? No, they're Protestant. Who else is Protestant around here? These guys that hate me are mostly Catholics, so they shouldn't care too much. Brunswick would care. Okay, it's just too tempting. I know I just got done saying that I do not want to generate more aggressive expansion and that I'm above these small wars, but it turns out I'm not. Apparently I'm greedy enough to just take this war. Who's gonna defend you again? Montferrat and Lüneburg. So Lüneburg up here and Montferrat. I don't even need to stop these guys from... let's just be careful and stop them from drilling, just in case I'm stupid and let them be crushed. And let's declare this war just because we can. Take Oberpfalz, please. And send a level 3 fort siege stack in there. Are you a siege general? You are. See, why would you move out the mercenaries? I want the mercenaries in there, and I just want 10 and 10. Maybe I don't want all the mercenaries then. 10 and 10. Walk into Oberpfalz. There's the Palatinate army. Let's take the rest and see if we can't just... Oh, they actually have a second province. I forgot about that they have Heidelberg over here. Not that it is much of an issue. Let's see if we can't throw them out of our vassals' lands. Where are you running? To Pfalz. Okay. You do you. And now you're running back to Baden, I assume? Sure. And then I'm gonna catch you. I'm gonna catch you. And crush you. Thank you. And then there's Lüneburg up there, which we don't have access to. Here, Brunswick, would you give me military access, please? We have military access? Oh, I can walk to Lüneburg, I just can't... Oh, a fort is blocking me? What fort? Ah, it's just the one-day thing. Yeah. Just the one day that you have to wait after each combat before you can move your troops. And where it falsely says that a fort is blocking you. When it's not, actually. Can we make another claim on Hungary already? No. Did Montferrat actually join this war? They did. So there might be a small Italian stack coming up someday. Netherlands declare independence. Good timing in Netherlands. That's what I call good timing. You're just running away right now, Lüneburg, so let's just munch you here. No need for all these people, though. Shift consolidate, move people out. Since I have no cannons, this is just gonna be a 4-stack doing the sieging, and I have to be a bit careful when these guys come back. Won the siege of Oberpfalz. Excellent. Saxony no longer, so our truce with Saxony probably ended. At least the transferring of trade power did. Montferrat. Let's send the siege stack to Montferrat then. You want to come to my lands, Lüneburg? Don't think you should. Ottoman stacks running around. Ottomans are on the good side, right? Yeah, they're on the Protestant side of the League War. But this is pretty scary Catholics here, I must say. I mean, the Ottomans are obviously also scary. And so is Muscovy, and so should France be, but I don't think they are doing anything. They're just dying. Let's see if the Ottomans can be annoying enough to those enemies to keep them busy in these wars a bit longer. So we maybe get a good grab on Poland, which would be very nice. What are you doing in my land? You're running to Liegnitz. I can kill you in Liegnitz if that's what you want. Yeah, you better run. Won the Battle of Montferrat down here. Not even quite Montferrat, more or less. Do you have level 3 fort? No, just level 1. That should be crushed easily. And try to grab them there. You only need half a siege stack. So let's drop 5 infantry and 5 cannons. Not that stack though. Let's drop these. Keep the siege leader on the siege. Actually getting away. 12th of June, 13th of June. How much maneuver do you have? You have 2 maneuver. Do I have a better maneuver guy for you? Not available at the moment. Okay. Gonna try to catch you in Poznan then if I can. I cannot. How much maneuver do you have? None. I should be able to catch you eventually. And the Swedes are coming in, of course. It's not really necessary, Sweden. You could just have kept your troops at home, to be quite frank. Austria is no longer great power. Well, that is not particularly surprising. They never were particularly great. Now they're dead. Won the siege of Lüneburg. Excellent. And you guys are running to somewhere where you're gonna pop. And I could take tech, but we're way ahead of time, so we're not gonna do it. We do See, even though I spend so much Diplo, I still have too much Diplo. Speaking of, I should not ask for military access here. Pomerania actually likes me. Wow. Well, I did improve relations, apparently. Also, we need a claim on Hungary. And how many claims do we already have? I think we have like 2. Yeah. The only other claim we can grab is this one. So there's really no point to continue spying on Austria then. Come back home. You're gonna crunch that stack and then peace out Lüneburg. The Ottomans unfortunately dying to English troops here. Won the siege of Montferrat, excellent. So Montferrat, I know you want out. Why don't you give me a bunch of stuff though? I don't want Montferrat itself. I mean, I could make them a vassal, but that would annoy people. Nobody particularly relevant, but still. Don't need a vassal down there. I want just war reps, money. Do we need prestige? We don't really need prestige. Don't need trade power. Could force my religion on them, sure. And then do some ending of rivalries or alliances or something. Just stop allying the Palatinate and Flanders, and no military access to Württemberg. There. 100% peace deal. Leave me, please. Thank you. Now, you guys, Lüneburg. So for peace. And could make them my vassal. That would probably also annoy people. Yeah. There's no real point to doing this, I don't think. Tempting as it is, no. Just go war reps. Don't need your trade power, really. And give me some prestige, right? Like that. Money first. That's not a lot of money, though. Let's just go prestige. We're capped on prestige. It doesn't really matter. It does nothing. I just want a long peace deal, I think. So yeah, whatever. Let's just do the prestige, prestige, prestige. And how much prestige would I get out of this? 17. Whatever. Just get out. And now you. Once I have the diplomat back, you, Palatinate. This is definitely mine. Who's gonna be annoyed? Yeah, Pomerania, Palatinate, Austria, Saxony, Mainz, that's fine. If I also take Heidelberg. Everybody. Let's not take Heidelberg. Also, before we peace out, I don't play the game for a couple of days, and I immediately forget about the fact that we have to hide coring from the Emperor. Who is the current Emperor? Is it still Austria? It is still Austria. The Emperor is busy, but that's probably not going to stop him from asking for the land back. So... I kinda don't want him to do that. Mostly because I don't want the unrest. Negative opinion is one thing, but the unrest is annoying. Everybody's gonna protect Poland at the moment. The war is just going too well for the Catholic side. Yeah. Austria is no longer as happy in the war. And we can just sit on this Palatinate war for a while until we find that option. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Let's give everybody military access, sure. Just come on in. Get our troops back and sit on these occupations for a bit until we know what we can do and until we know how we can hide our conquest. I'm not gonna marry in Nassau, it's not gonna happen. Should really stop giving up those dreams. Stop giving up those dreams? No, give up those dreams. Stop having those dreams. And we should use our diplomats on... Nassau insulted me. You just said you want to marry me. Could join a coalition against somebody, apparently. Against Denmark. No. Not interested. What I was looking for was this button. Improve with outraged countries, please. And before we peace out, we should try to remember the policy that reduces aggressive expansion impact. Lose 10 prestige, sure. Gonna get it back when we peace out the Palatinate anyway. Once we do that. It's very tempting to go for that Polish war if they get to the point where they are not strong enough anymore. How is Poland at the moment militarily? Armies, rivals, Commonwealth. They have 66,000 troops. Okay. That's not no troops. It's probably more troops than we have, or a very similar amount to what we have. And they have all these friends. I mean, I can build more troops, we just don't have the manpower, and I don't see the need to build mercenaries just now. Yeah, Colonial Kalna belongs to England. Fine if you think so, Mr. Pope Man. Merge these guys. How about you stand somewhere where there's a bit more of a limit? Supply limit, that is. And you can just drill for a while. So do a bit more mercenaries. We do have the money. How are we looking on... Well, that's force limit for 11 more mercenaries, or 11 more anything. We are decent on professionalism. We could also slacken recruitment standards to get just normal dudes. This would essentially be 12 regiments for 5 professionalism, so every little less than half a professionalism per regiment, while mercenaries cost us 0.1, but are also kind of weaker than our real troops. Probably gonna have to do both anyway. Kinda want more manpower when we go to the war, and want those mercenaries too. So... do I just build a bunch more mercenaries then? Let's just build 10 more mercenaries using the template button. Create template, give me 10 mercenaries. And block. It's not the best of systems, but it works, the template thing. Oh, and I missed my Diplo over the Diplo thingy. Probably means I need to do more development, as always. I should definitely turn on, since we don't need the combat one right now, should definitely turn on the development one if I do that. Should have done that earlier. Development cost reduction. And how are my burghers doing? They are not happy enough, not even remotely happy enough, so no gain there. Let's just check the development thingies. Landshut was fine, if I remember correctly. Do I still have the development edict on? I do. Oh, it's the issue is that we can't. Well, I can just do this and this for now. And I guess put one in Frankfurt. Fine. How's our trade looking? We are at 38% in our home node, 12% and 27% in Wien. That's not insane. We could definitely use more trade power. Unfortunately, I can't build any boats. So we're just gonna have to kill off everybody that trades here. And that's going to be it for this episode. We're not going to finish off this war because, well, you know why. Aggressive expansion, but mostly because we want to hide the coring in another war, and we still have to find that new war. I still hope it's going to be Poland. Maybe we can do that next episode if this League war goes worse for the League. For the Catholic League, that is. Currently, the Catholics are winning, and they've completely covered France here. Although the Commonwealth itself is not looking great. Muscovy is apparently eating them up, and as is Münster and the Ottomans. So in the end, the Commonwealth is going to be covered up and France is going to be covered up, and then they're going to duke it out somewhere in the middle of Europe. But we'll see that in the next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like these videos, why don't you like them on YouTube and subscribe to my channel and comment if you have anything to say. See you guys next time.